Hey everybody, we're here on day 4 of working with our rescue horse. So what we're kind of running up against, yesterday we put a sheet on him and that was really uneventful. Pretty much everything we've moved on with him has been pretty easy and uneventful. Today we turned him out a little bit to run around in the round pen, and he turned out with his halter on, and then he managed to get his halter off. So he actually let us catch him out here in the round pen without a whole lot of effort. He's moving along really nicely. So like if this was a horse that I had raised or had come into training, we would be saddling and probably getting on this horse just with the way he's responded to things. The trouble is that, he's still pretty underweight, and I'm a little bit hesitant to push him that fast just with all of the conditions and things, considering everything. His mind's in a really good place for doing that, but his body's probably not quite in the place I want it to be in yet. So kind of the catch in all of this is rehabilitating him, but it's also a competition. So we're trying to balance out moving him forward as fast as we can without, putting any undue stress on him. So like I said, right now what I would probably be doing is, if this was a horse that I had in training, is we'd be putting a blanket on him, and really with how he's responded to everything, we'd probably be saddling him and just going on with it. So today what we're gonna do to kind of move forward is we're gonna start introducing him to some obstacles and see how he handles those things, because that's something we can still do from the ground that will that'll help us in the long run once we're on his back if we introduce him to him now, because it'll probably be one of the things in the competition. It's also a good way for Preston to keep working on sending him places and just kind of controlling his body. So what we're going to do here, we've got some trot poles, got a little piece of wood over there and a tarp, and we actually haven't tried anything. All we did here when we first came out is Preston just kind of reinforced being able to send him a few places, and that's all we've really done so far. So we're just going to see if he'll go over a few of these things. If it goes pretty uneventful, we're going to probably introduce him to some water today, but other than that, that's all we're going to end up doing. So what I'm going to have you do is just practice sending him like we were sending him, and see if you can send him over a few of these obstacles, see what he does, remembering that he needs to be able to lower his head to go over things or look at things. So let's just see what he does. Same kind of sending, yeah. If you were doing in a circle, good. So you're not giving him direction, remember. You got to give him some direction with your hand. Yeah, there you go. Okay, just give him a little more fit. Now send it. So you're good. Your energy is so low though with stuff that's just kind of, he's such a low energy horse. So if I'm wanting to move this horse somewhere, you see how I have a little bit more energy? You have a tendency to go past that point, like into him too much before you've made him move. And so you're not really, so you gotta kind of raise your, see how I can raise his energy just by raising my energy? So it's not a bad thing that you have him quiet, but good. So now think about sending him, and think about how you'd have to set him up to send him over some of these things. I feel like this horse is not going to be a real challenge. So let him look at it if he gets a little nervous. Good. See if you can now turn him the direction and send him back across all that stuff. Good. Energy, energy. Now let him look at it though. Okay, bring him all the way around and send him back at it. Same way. Kind of have an idea where you're going. Good. I almost feel like this isn't fair. This is gotta be like the easiest horse on the planet to do anything with. Good job, Preston. Okay, try to put him right through the center of those poles. Good, now bring him around, turn him in, go the other direction. See if you can turn his shoulders. Good, send him back through. Good, keep pushing. See if you can push him over there just from where you're at. Good. Keep pushing him. See if you can get it. Good. I'm up and get him to walk over it. Do the same thing, and we'll just go over the obstacles. Okay, slow him up to walk. Because right now he's kind of in control of things. He's going as speed he wants to. Good. So let's try to walk him for that. Slow him up, slow him up, slow him up. Good. Good. Now just try to find, you're just putting a little too much pressure on him, so he's speeding up, which is great. Just got to find that happy medium. Good job.
Scared of that
This has
tarp.
got to be like the best born trail horse in the world. Good, give him direction so you Keep your good. Good job, Preston. So see, this is just like not even. It would take me 2 weeks to get one of my cow horses over all these obstacles. All right, let's send him back the other way. Turn his shoulders. See if you can get him right in there. Good. Slow and slow. Don't just follow along with him though. Make him go. Good. Move your speed. Good job. Alright, let's just... Okay, I don't even really have any comment on that. That was ridiculous. Good job, Preston. Really good job. Thank you. Yeah, you can just zoom in on me. So that was not usually how it goes. I mean, it was really good, and this horse is really trusting us and trusting Preston and stuff. But the truth is, he's just a really good-minded horse. Which is one of the things that I'm really loving about this, is because it's giving people an opportunity to see that even if a horse isn't the best bred horse that there is, you know, there's some really nice horses out there that are just needing an opportunity to shine. So I think what we're going to go do now is introduce him to water, and we'll probably video a little bit of that, but otherwise we'll see you tomorrow. It's a little scary. Funny little horse. I know that I talked to Dan today, and he said that when they picked these guys up, they were covered in lice, like really bad. And those are things that are pretty common in this climate, but they definitely, any parasite like that can really take away from them gaining weight. So that's probably why it's taken them a little while.
Doing really good for the first time.
Yeah, he is. Not surprising.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, I'm actually happy to see that he gave a little, you know, very little, but a little bit of a reaction at least. He's fun. The thing I like about him though is that if he has the option, once he figures something out, he always chooses the release of pressure, and you know, he just doesn't have a lot of fight in him. I'm gonna grab this baby.